Ratan Tata's biggest bet. In 1991, India was opening its economy to the world. Liberalization brought new opportunities, but it also brought fierce competition. Global companies were entering India, consumer expectations were changing, and businesses that failed to adapt risked being left behind. This was also the year Ratan Naval Tata became the chairman of the Tata Group. Many people believed he had inherited an impossible responsibility. The Tata Group consisted of numerous companies that operated independently, each with its own culture and leadership. While the Tata name was respected, the group lacked a unified global identity. Ratan Tata knew that if Tata wanted to compete with the world's biggest corporations, it couldn't continue operating as a collection of separate businesses. It needed one vision, one strategy, and one global ambition. His first challenge wasn't buying companies, it was transforming the Tata Group itself. He encouraged collaboration between companies, strengthened the Tata brand across businesses, invested heavily in technology, improved corporate governance, and focused on innovation. These changes weren't always popular. Some senior executives resisted them. But Ratan Tata believed that difficult decisions today would create a stronger company tomorrow. History proved him right. The world starts paying attention. At the beginning of the 21st century, very few people expected Indian companies to acquire famous international brands. Most acquisitions happened the other way around. Then Tata changed the conversation. In 2000, Tata Tea acquired Tetley, one of the world's best-known tea brands. It wasn't just a business deal. It was a statement that an Indian company could own and successfully manage a respected global brand. The acquisition gave Tata access to international markets, established distribution networks, and millions of customers outside India. It marked the beginning of Tata's transformation into a truly global business group. But this was only the beginning. The steel deal that shocked the market. A few years later, Tata Steel announced one of the largest overseas acquisitions by an Indian company. It acquired Corus, one of Europe's leading steel producers. Around the world, analysts questioned the decision. The purchase price was enormous. Some believed Tata had paid too much. Others wondered whether integrating such a large international business would become a financial burden. For months, newspapers debated whether the deal was visionary or reckless. The acquisition immediately expanded Tata Steel's global footprint, bringing advanced technology, new customers, and international manufacturing capabilities. However, it also exposed the company to global economic cycles. When the financial crisis struck in 2008, the steel industry faced severe pressure, and Tata Steel experienced one of the most challenging periods in its history. The lesson was clear. Bold decisions create extraordinary opportunities, but they also demand extraordinary resilience. The acquisition that changed everything. Then came the acquisition that would define Ratan Tata's career. In 2008, Tata Motors acquired Jaguar and Land Rover from Ford. The global reaction was immediate. Many experts laughed. How could an Indian automobile manufacturer successfully manage two legendary British luxury brands? Some predicted the acquisition would fail. Others believed Tata Motors had taken on too much risk during a period of worldwide financial uncertainty. But Ratan Tata wasn't buying two struggling companies. He was buying engineering excellence, iconic brands, world-class design capability, and decades of automotive heritage. Instead of interfering with the brands, Tata invested in research, respected their identity, and allowed experienced teams to continue building exceptional vehicles. Over the following years, Jaguar Land Rover introduced successful new models, expanded into international markets, improved profitability, and became one of Tata Motors' most valuable businesses. The acquisition that many called a mistake became one of the most remarkable business turnarounds in modern corporate history. Sometimes, the greatest investments are the ones that everyone else fears. The car for every family. While Tata was acquiring luxury automobile brands, Ratan Tata was also thinking about ordinary Indian families. One day, he saw a family of four traveling on a scooter in heavy rain. Parents struggled to protect their children while navigating dangerous roads. That image stayed with him. He asked a simple question: what if every family could afford a safe car? That question inspired the Tata Nano. The vision was extraordinary. Build the world's most affordable car without compromising safety. Engineers achieved what many believed impossible. They designed an entirely new vehicle while reducing manufacturing costs through innovative engineering. The Nano attracted global attention. News organizations from around the world covered its launch. Yet commercial success never arrived. Many customers didn't want to buy the world's cheapest car. Instead of becoming a symbol of aspiration, the Nano was often perceived as a symbol of affordability alone. Sales remained below expectations. Eventually, production ended. Financially, the Nano was not the success Tata had hoped for. But innovation isn't always measured by sales. Sometimes, bold ideas change engineering, manufacturing, and thinking, even if they don't dominate the market. Ratan Tata never described the Nano as a regret. He described it as an attempt to solve a real human problem. The stock market story. For investors, the Tata story has never been about one stock. It is about an ecosystem of publicly listed companies, each operating in different industries with different financial strengths. Tata Consultancy Services became one of India's largest technology companies by market capitalization, supported by consistent earnings, strong cash generation, healthy return on equity, and disciplined capital allocation. Titan rewarded long-term investors through years of growth, driven by expanding jewelry and lifestyle businesses. Trent emerged as a powerful retail success through brands that connected with changing consumer preferences. Tata Motors experienced periods of deep volatility before benefiting from the recovery of Jaguar Land Rover and the growth of electric vehicles. Tata Power gained renewed investor attention as the global transition toward renewable energy accelerated. Across the decades, Tata companies have experienced both powerful bull markets and difficult bear markets. Economic recessions, global crises, changing interest rates, commodity cycles, and geopolitical events all influenced valuations. Yet long-term investors often focused on a different question. Was the underlying business becoming stronger? Professional investors rarely judge a company by its share price alone. They study revenue growth, operating margins, earnings consistency, return on equity, return on capital employed, free cash flow, debt management, and the quality of leadership. When these fundamentals improve over long periods, market value often follows. That is why many Tata companies have attracted pension funds, mutual funds, insurance companies, foreign institutional investors, and millions of retail shareholders. Their confidence has generally been based not on short-term price movements, but on decades of disciplined execution, governance, and business quality. The stock market can reward excitement for a few months, but it usually rewards strong businesses for many years. That is one of the biggest lessons the Tata Group has taught investors around the world. A business with a heart. Most companies are remembered for the products they sell. Some are remembered for the money they make. Very few are remembered for the lives they change. That is where the Tata story becomes truly different. The ultimate holding company of the Tata Group is Tata Sons, and approximately two-thirds of Tata Sons is owned by charitable trusts. This means that a significant portion of the wealth created by the Tata Group eventually flows back into society, instead of remaining with individual owners. For decades, the Tata Trusts have invested in education, healthcare, scientific research, rural development, nutrition, drinking water, disaster relief, skill development, women's empowerment, cancer treatment, and countless social initiatives across India. Thousands of students have received scholarships. Hospitals have been built. Research institutions have been supported. Villages have gained access to clean water. Communities affected by natural disasters have received immediate assistance. These are not occasional charitable donations. They are part of the very structure of the Tata Group. One of the greatest examples of this philosophy can be seen in the Indian Institute of Science in Bengaluru. Long before India became a global technology hub, Jamshedji Tata believed the country needed world-class scientific research. His dream eventually became one of India's finest research institutions, producing scientists, engineers, innovators, and entrepreneurs who have contributed to India's development for generations. Ratan Tata carried this philosophy into the modern era. Despite leading one of India's largest business groups, he became known for his humility rather than his wealth. He avoided unnecessary publicity, rarely spoke about his charitable work, and consistently reminded people that business should improve society. During natural disasters, health emergencies, and national crises, the Tata Group repeatedly stepped forward with financial support, infrastructure, medical assistance, and community programs. Even after retiring as chairman, Ratan Tata continued investing in young entrepreneurs through startup investments. He backed companies working in technology, healthcare, electric mobility, financial technology, agriculture, consumer products, and digital innovation. Rather than simply investing money, he invested confidence in people who wanted to solve real-world problems. His message was simple: if young people build meaningful businesses, the entire country benefits. Did they keep their promise? More than 150 years have passed since Jamshedji Tata imagined an industrial India. The world has changed beyond recognition. Steam engines became electric power. Factories became automated. Computers became artificial intelligence. Businesses became global. Markets became digital. Leaders came and went. Governments changed. Economies expanded and contracted. Yet one question remains. If Jamshedji Tata walked into the Tata headquarters today, would he recognize the company he dreamed of? The answer is probably yes. Not because every business succeeded. Not because every decision was perfect. Not because every acquisition created immediate value. But because the original purpose remained remarkably consistent. Jamshedji wanted India to build world-class industries. Today, Tata companies compete globally. He wanted scientific progress. Today, Tata continues investing in technology, engineering, electronic, the future. O.F. Tata. The next chapter of the Tata story is already unfolding. The group is investing heavily in electric vehicles as transportation shifts away from fossil fuels. Tata Motors has become one of the leading players in India's electric vehicle market, while Tata Power is expanding charging infrastructure across the country. Tata Electronics is investing in semiconductor manufacturing and advanced electronics, positioning itself for one of the most important industries of the future. Tata Consultancy Services continues helping global businesses adopt artificial intelligence, cloud computing, cybersecurity, data analytics, and digital transformation. The aviation business has entered a new era following the return of Air India to the Tata Group, with ambitious plans to modernize the fleet, improve customer experience, and strengthen India's position in international aviation. Renewable energy, aerospace, defense manufacturing, digital finance, healthcare technology, sustainable manufacturing, and advanced engineering are becoming increasingly important parts of the Tata ecosystem. Once again, the company is preparing not just for the next quarter, but for the next generation. The lessons. So, what can entrepreneurs, business owners, students, and investors learn from the Tata story? The first lesson is that trust compounds faster than profit. A good product may bring customers once. Trust brings them back for generations. The second lesson is to think in decades instead of quarters. Jamsetji Tata planted trees whose shade he would never personally enjoy. Great companies are built by leaders willing to invest in the future rather than chasing immediate wants. The third lesson is that failure is part of innovation. The Tata Nano did not become a commercial success, but the courage to attempt something extraordinary inspired engineers and entrepreneurs around the world. The fourth lesson is that businesses grow strongest when they solve meaningful problems. Every major Tata company was created to answer real need, whether it was steel for infrastructure, software for enterprises, electricity for industries, affordable transportation, consumer products, financial services, or world-class hospitality. The fifth lesson is perhaps the most important. Money can build a business, but values build a legacy. The final verdict. When history remembers the Tata Group, it will remember impressive numbers. More than 150 years of history, operations across more than 100 countries, hundreds of thousands of employees, dozens of industries, millions of customers, billions in annual revenue. But those numbers alone do not explain why people trust the Tata name. Trust cannot be purchased. It cannot be manufactured inside a factory. It cannot be copied by competitors. It must be earned, one decision at a time, over generations. Jamsetji Tata once dreamed of building industries that would make India stronger. His successors transformed those dreams into reality. J.R.D. Tata gave India wings. Ratan Tata gave the group a global identity. Thousands of employees carried those values forward every single day. Today, the Tata story is still being written, not by one person, not by one company, but by millions of people who choose the Tata name because they believe it stands for something greater than business. Perhaps that is the greatest achievement of all, because when products become outdated, factories become modernized, TEXC